wanna spar, V? No warnings. Where's the closest Tesla station? I'm about to charge, V. Who got a winning? Well, me, Dumb and Dumber, I'm about to dog, V. You gonna need a Breaking Bad. I'm cooking you in all, V. Sorry.
Sometimes you gotta talk about battles when it's time to.
And it's time to.
Let's rock, boy. I try to tell these mother. All right, Jazz the rapper.
Listen, bro.
I'm never going to get to the intro. Jazz the rapper versus Viixen.
Bro.
Come on, I be telling people why
Bro.
they don't listen. Link, Elwin, the philosopher, let you
I
know.
hope we
what
on the
it
same
is.
page. We ain't say nothing yet, for real, for real.
Do we need to? Oh, it's a difference between a maid bitch and somebody who's literally a maid bitch.
Maid. God damn. Bro, if I'm gonna just set it off, I'll set it off right now, man.
Hey yo!
I feel like I feel like we just witnessed a 30. Can we? I'm gonna say a 30. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying a 30, bro.
Even though I'd be nice, it still was the battle of the night so far.
That was a great battle.
That first round was
a great battle.
Debatable.
Yeah, the first round is definitely debatable.
Ooh, that's
but
a thin...
I would still give it to Jazz.
Yeah.
Like
every
I just want a round of applause. Throw a little flowers her way. You know what I'm saying? Because
she's different.
Viixen is fire too, though. It seemed like, you know, if we're gonna get down to it too, like she kind of lost the crowd a little bit. Like it felt like,
I ain't gonna act like they didn't. You know,
they kind of stopped fucking with her. Yeah, they said once Jazz kind of did her thing, and it was kind of the same for me though. I was feeling Jazz more. You know, every time she went, you know, and
it felt Jazz feels more organic. I mean, these girls was barring it up, bar for bar, line for line.
Right, when it got to the third round, when Jazz just started going off, like it solidified it for me. Like I was like, oh yeah, you wasn't dead when we was doing this. You wasn't dead when we was doing this. Like
you a visitor, that was smart.
Yeah, it was like it was one of the perfect angles to do it in that setting. The homecoming, you know, we back in New York with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, she threw the hat on and shit. Like the Brooklyn bully in the building. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's the Rock. It's your boy,
you know what I'm saying? So it was perfect.
It was smart. Her battle rap IQ, as they talk about, is very high. She understands, and for somebody to see where she started from, she somehow still finds new ways to get better. Absolutely. Like switch up the performance a bit, work on a couple different word plays, and even her retort back to Viixen of like, "This is your style," like was really good setup. And even some of her lines, so Viixen, I always said it before, Viixen has a good style of giving you bars that you can easily understand.
Yeah, she puts it in your face, kind of like here's the setup, punch, like
exactly.
setup, punch.
Sometimes it's punch, but it's just a simple
right. But this punch is in the setup too, like
exactly. She's good at that, and that helps because it's never too complex, and they're not really lower bars. Sometimes they just
that works in a large crowd setting too, though, because you start getting a little too intricate in a certain sense, you might lose certain people. Like, but that also depends on the crowd as well. Some crowds, man, like you can't predict what crowd's gonna show up, man. Like,
but Jazz, she has this ability to the bars. Sometimes it's never directly there.
Yeah,
they're there though. They're in plain sight, but she just put an extra word in it. Like when she did the whole Emmett Till line, like lying on a nigga.
Right.
Oh, cause you lying on, but the way she said it, you like, all right, what? Oh, yeah, there we go. She has a lot of lines like that. Maytag. She does a lot of even when she did that line, she said, I don't remember writing that. Her little mannerisms in between her bars.
Yeah, her mannerisms or her womannerisms.
Yeah, exactly. She was. She was on when, and she looked the part.
Yeah, especially when she threw that fitted on, like, you know,
exactly. It felt scary.
She looked even like she already cute, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, she threw the fitted on. It was like
Yeah, as soon as she did that, I started talking New York. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna win this battle. You heard?
She wasn't here when we was doing this. She wasn't here. Like to me, it was like, yeah, nah. Like you got to give it like
smart angle. She painted the image well, even if some stuff wasn't true, right?
She even touched on her officer shit, right?
Yeah, that's why I talked about it.
Some of them bars in there and shit.
And talking how battle rap provided enough money for her to leave her job, and people got to stop with
that's
where we all want to be. And that's
how to be your own hero and be able to say, yo, I quit a job because I found an opportunity that gives me something, some deeper meaning behind it, just being an accountant in a cubicle all day, just a part of the system, in the system, the hamster on the wheel.
Here at Hip Hop Live Too is we do care about full circle. And sometimes, for me, I'm just one person, watching a battle and like Jazz is not a cop. So when I get too many cop lines, you'd be like, all right, she not a. All right, look, you can have a cop line.
Though, and I get it. It works. Not for works some bars.
For me as who wants to I'm a lyricist. I want to hear real lyrics. You can have a line about a cop, but there's so many operator lines to do. There's so many dispatcher lines. How you put it
together though,
Nah. No excuse. They need to do better. They have to do better. They have to do better. Like if somebody
they had to stop putting people in they generalizing everything like into one bag. Like
well, same thing. Like if I was a bus driver,
that's a whole episode right there.
Yeah, but if I was a bus driver, I don't want to hear bars about me being a cab driver.
Yeah,
it's not the same thing.
But if you was to battle Arsenal tomorrow, and you coming up with, not tomorrow, whatever. Let's say you got 30 days.
No. You battle Arsenal.
And you're preparing or whatever. Like you're not coming up with no bus material bars.
A question.
Like Swamp just did it earlier.
But question. Was the rumor that he was a bus driver? Is yes.
Yeah.
So you can have lines about him being a bus driver. Is there a rumor? Is Jazz a cop? No.
Well, she's a dispatcher.
Exactly. That's not a cop.
For the cops.
No, she's a dispatcher. She calls the fire. Like you can have a lot of bars about that, but don't have you 12. It's weird. It don't work for me.
I get it. It's kind of cringy when you go into that lane.
Well, because it's not what she does. If she was a cop, you can have all the cop bars. If she's a security guard, have all the security bars.
But I mean, if Viixen decided to get as creative as Jazz did with her maid scheme, it probably would have been kind of dope, right?
Here's it. We don't actually know if this is true, but the way Viixen looked, she didn't look at it like this wasn't true. If Viixen has a cleaning company, that was great lines to talk about a cleaning company.
Yeah, that's good.
But if Viixen had a cleaning company and
she should have promoted herself too. Right?
I ain't gonna lie, she should have. And shout out to the last battle we didn't say. Swamp bringing that raccoon bar up was smart.
Yeah, that was still relevant.
Yeah, Viixen in her next battle, if she actually does own a company, should bring that up. I spill your blood and not hire me to clean it up. Something like she should.
She could have brought it up right then and there.
Yeah, she would I kill you, spill the blood, and get my company to mop it up. Anything like that. She could have turned it around a little bit, and it would have been really good. But again, it was a good battle. I think it was the best battle we've seen so far tonight. The first round was a crazy back and forth. I think Jazz clearly got it. So, again, shout out to Jazz. I think she's the GOAT. She had a great performance tonight. 3-0, worst case scenario, 2-1.
Yeah,
so she's good.
Debating that first, and we go back and watch it.
Exactly. But I'm L1 and K215, and I was here with.
I'm Prophet.
We will catch y'all in the next recap, man.